All right, welcome to the second episode of The Dumbest Criminals of the Week. I am your host, David Seaton. You are watching this on David Speaks. And joining me for a second week in a row is Ms. Aaliyah Graham. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Glad that you could join us again. Hey, those of you who are watching, do me a favor. Stop for a second and hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment, share the video. We want to make sure we get this out to as many people as possible. Let's jump right into this. We got a crazy top three this week for you. Number one, we got a man from LaGrange Park. He's accused of meeting someone to buy a van and then carjacking him at gunpoint. So I guess he met this dude on Craigslist or something, said he wanted to buy his van, meets him off somewhere. He takes the van for a test drive to his bank to take out the money, and then he pulls a gun on the dude and says that he's going to take the van.
I don't know what's going on with people, man. Like, first off, we've been communicating.
Exactly.
And now you're trying to jack me? You trying to jack me in my ride?
Exactly.
What's up with that? I don't even understand that one. That one is not the worst one this week, though.
That's not the worst one, but the reason why this is funny is the dude who actually did the carjacking.
He looked like he about 14. Oh, man. That's people desperate out here these days. Like, it's a real thing. Like, really? Like,
what I really have to say about this one, though, is because every time you see a story about carjacking, it's always a Black person. So I just have to say, finally.
I didn't know we was talking about race on the show.
We're not talking about race. We're not talking about race.
So
I'm just saying it's always a Black dude.
We open to all comments. That's what you saying. We clearing that. Okay.
Put your comments down there if this is your first story you've seen of a white person being put in the media for actually carjacking somebody.
Well, we haven't seen him in the TV media. So when they start doing that, that's when it'd be like, that's what I'm talking about. They commit crimes too.
All right, so that's number one. Okay, number two. Got this person, somebody went on a police chase. It wasn't a car chase. This person stole a forklift and went on a police chase in a forklift. Just so you know, a forklift can go about 15 miles an hour. As a matter of fact, if you read down here in the actual story, it says a bystander helped stop a woman in a stolen forklift on Friday during a slow speed pursuit with police.
They was running on the side of her. Like, I got her. I'm gonna get her. I'm telling you, this lady had to be high.
Well, let me show you the video of. Let me show you before we even do that. Let me show you the video of the low speed chase.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the slow speed chase. If you notice, the forklift is going down the street. And the forklift is being chased by 4 police cars.
They may have thought 3 of those cars was gonna break down. So, I mean, it's a lady on a forklift. Like, come on.
But wait, okay. So here's the funniest part, though. I have to show you the video of how they actually stopped the woman in the actual forklift.
Okay.
Well, here's the video. You see a man just walking up, and then he snatches the key out of the forklift.
Bruh, you didn't share that part with me earlier, but yes, I mean, they probably got no guns were drawn. Okay, so nobody got kicked. You feel me? Like, come on. Like,
I'm trying to figure out how these police officers didn't know that all they had to do was just walk up beside the forklift and just snatch the key out of the ignition.
Because then they wouldn't be excessive. You're not a cop unless you can be excessive.
Okay, so we got that is number 2. That's hilarious, by the way. All right.
Now, this next one,
number 3. Number 3. I sent this one to you. You know, we were both laughing about this one. So yeah. We got okay, this is number 3. And this one by far to me was just, I don't know whether this one is a dumb criminal or a smart criminal. So you see the headline, Texas man drove BMW dealership loaner car to rob a bank, tried to use stolen money to buy the BMW. So the dude goes into a BMW dealership. He says, hey, I want to buy this car. So he takes it for a test drive, and they let him take the car for a test drive on his own. Which, you know, for some high-end dealerships, that's not out of the ordinary. What makes this funny is during the test drive, he went and robbed a bank.
Yep.
Then went back to the dealership, waving the money, saying, I got my down payment.
Hey, I mean, look at this, bro. He probably felt like, hey, I ain't got nothing else to lose.
Apparently.
You know, like, let me just go and see how far I can get.
So apparently, while he was in there giving the money, he's in the finance office. Somebody who worked at the car dealership was watching the news and heard that a car, you know, recently committed this bank robbery, and they realized that it was their loaner car. So when they called the police and showed up, the guy was giving the money in the finance office, and they were able to match the serial numbers on the money to the stolen money, and that's how he got caught.
That is so banana. Because what's your thought process? Hey, what I'm gonna do is I'll be back, right? And then I'm gonna use the money. Like, what's your entire thought process behind that? Like, seriously, we can see you.
Did he hit him with when he was at the dealership? Did he roll down the window and look at the dude and say, "I'll be back"?
Either that, when he was sitting there, he like, nah, I don't need financing. I got cash. Like, what's your process? Like, what's your thought process? I just be wanting to know how people come up with these.
I had to leave that picture up because that mug shot in that article is classic. I just had to leave that up for a hot minute. So I think he's number 1.
They should have let him put his hands up like.
I think he's easily number 1 this week, though.
Absolutely.
I think he's number 1. So, hey, like I said, hit that subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. Aaliyah, give a shout out really quickly to your organization.
Visit the website, make a donation, www.headupinc.org.
And what does your organization do?
ASAP.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what your question was.
What does your organization do?
Oh, we are a nonprofit organization looking to employ minority men in white collar America. So if you are interested or need our services, right now we're in the first year of funding. So we're looking for the money. Eventually, our goal is to provide proper attire, resume writing, light computer skills, and introducing minority men to white-collar jobs.
Thank you again for joining us for another episode this week on Seaton Speaks. You can hear me every Friday on WVON 1690 AM, The Talk of Chicago. You can listen to it at WVON.com. You can listen to it on iHeartRadio. And we also have a live Facebook feed. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, David A. Seaton. And you can follow The Buchanan and Seaton Show on Instagram. You can find us there, The Buchanan and Seaton Show. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.